The tremendous strides that the alt-right has made in penetrating the general public's conscience has not gone unnoticed by Hollywood. In an effort to capitalize on an untapped market, movie producers have recently been adapting films to incorporate the ideas of this growing movement into their productions. The most prominent example of this is maverick filmmaker Quentin Tarantino's latest project. It is a sequel to the genre-defying movie that catapulted his career called Reservoir Dogs 2. In this rendition, the movie will incorporate many significant alt-right figures as its main characters. According to Tarantino, the main difference between this and the original movie is that all of the characters insist on being called Mr. White. Tarantino, cognizant of the comparisons that will be made to the first film, pays homage to the infamous torture scene in which a cop is brutalized by the sadistic Mr. Blonde, who dances menacingly to the song Stuck in the Middle with You. In this version, instead of cutting off the ear with a straight razor, the character of Mike Enoch will yank the plug from Alex McNabb's stretched earlobe while dancing to George Michael's Wake Me Up Before You Go-Go. According to Tarantino, a great emphasis has been placed on casting the actors to bring a certain authenticity to the film. Perhaps unsurprisingly, Richard Spencer, known for his stylish suits and signature fashy hairstyle, will be portrayed by novice actor and beloved YouTube star Reviewbra. Mike Enoch will be played by veteran actor Ron Perlman, famous for his lead roles in Hellboy and Sons of Anarchy. Sven's role has been awarded to Chris Pratt, who is currently disregarding his workouts in a feverish attempt to lose all of his gains before shooting begins. J.O. will be played by an original star of Reservoir Dogs, Steve Buscemi. And of course, the character of Alex McNabb will continue to be portrayed by Seventh Son. But this one movie promises to be merely the first in a long list of projects slated for release in 2018. Currently in production is Aliens 3, in which Sigourney Weaver, stranded in a sanctuary city, is attacked and raped by a swarthy lettuce picker. In Disney's latest animated film, 120 Dalmatians, cute puppies are groomed for sexual exploitation by an overweight, middle-aged cross-dresser named Juella DeVille. In the science fiction thriller 12 and a Half Monkeys, Bruce Willis is sent back in time to prevent NBA players from giving VD to Demi Moore. Also given the green light by studio execs is Shlomo Cop, the story of a rabbi nearly killed in the line of duty who is rebuilt with robotic parts by the ADL and now patrols the internet for hateful images of Le Happy Merchant. Reprising his seminal role, Macaulay Culkin will don blackface as the young child of a Section 8 housing recipient who is burgled by two bumbling crack dealers in Homeboy Alone. Universal Pictures has announced their latest project, Jurassic Parking. It is the riveting tale of a Miami valet parking attendant navigating a Lincoln Continental into a subcompact parking spot for an old Jewish yenta who refuses to tip. To capitalize on 80s nostalgia, production meetings have already taken place for the movie Karate Yid, in which an aging rabbi teaches Krav Maga to a 28-year-old Jewish teenager who unsuccessfully tries to affect a New Jersey accent. From the mind of legendary Marvel Comics creator Stan Lee comes the latest comic book movie, The Ben Vereen. It is the story of Logan, an African slave in the antebellum South who has adamantium talons extruding from his knuckles and goes by the name of Chicken George. In the upcoming movie, The Usual Suspects 2, the police interrogate an apparent low-level criminal regarding the horrendous crimes of an international criminal mastermind known as Kaiser Soze. However, in an incredible plot twist, it turns out the Jews did it. In Ike Club, the schizophrenic persona of Tyler Durden starts an anonymous club of underground fighters who instigate mayhem by performing acts of vandalism and sending seizure-inducing gifts to lazy-eyed Jews with epilepsy. Bullet 2 is the sequel to the famous Steve McQueen movie. It promises to have the same level of innovative and heart-pounding car chase scenes, except in this one, the movie ends when a fat girl causes a Dodge to experience front-end alignment problems. According to industry insiders, the proposed horror film Jigsaw will be identical to the original and highly successful movie Saw, except that it will be recast entirely with black actors.
Jigsaw.
Liam Neeson is slated to once again play the title character in Spielberg's newest romantic comedy, Schindler's Tryst. However, due to budgetary concerns, the production company plans on simply re-releasing the original Schindler's List film, modified slightly with an added laugh track and voiceover work by Maracchio. And finally, there is Tarantino's most anticipated upcoming movie, The Hateful 88. It is a movie in which 88 white nationalists, who are largely unknown to one another, gather in a secluded refuge to drink shitpost IRL and show utter contempt for everyone else who didn't get an invitation.
How do we follow that? Once again, that's fantastic.
With a new